In this video, you will make a dribbling, shooting and stealing system for a football game. Join the group to support the upcoming football game. First of all, add a folder called values and in it add two string values called control and can't control. Control is for when the player has the ball and can't control is when he is not allowed. Set the default values to nil. Make sure the ball looks like this one. I will link the ball I made in the description. Also, add an NPC from the toolbox. Put a server script called join script in server script service. Here is what you should write. Detect when the player joins with an event, and create 4 bool values in the player's character that detect which key he clicks. Oops, guess you don't need these ones. Alright, now create a server script called dribble. Now follow me. First of all, create the ball, the control, and the can't control variables. First we need to detect when the ball is touched. Then check if the touched part is a human and set the character and player variable. Make sure the player is allowed to control the ball and set the values. I accidentally set it values 2 times. Check again if he is allowed to control, and if the ball has a motor 6D from the previous player, destroy it and create a new one with the new player. Make controls value the player's name and make sure the ball's mesh part is massless, or it will move weirdly. Trust me, it almost gave me PTSD. You don't want that. Then allow the previous player to control balls again. In player character scripts, add a local script called dribble. Here is what to do. Call the user input service to detect the keyboard, and the keys values and all the other essential values. Call the animations, I will link them down. When control changes, if the player can control, make the idle anim play. When we press the keyboard it detects which key is pressed, it activates the corresponding bool value, and it activates it if the opposite occurs. If at least one key is pressed, the dribble animation is supposed to play, and if it doesn't happen but the player can control, the idle animation will play. Since this script is very long, it will be in the description. Now let's animate, put the ball in the NPC, and add a motor 6D, and do like me. Do the same thing as here in the properties. Now I will animate. Sadly I didn't record where I was clicking, but make sure the animation priority is set to idle. Save the animation and copy the ID. Remember that the animation will be linked down below. If you want to make your own, make sure that it is looped and that he moves a little bit sideways with some variety. Okay, now I'm gonna make the dribble animation and again make sure he moves sideways with some variety. Make the animation looped and set the animation priority to action. At first in the video I putted movement so it didn't work right away. This animation will also be linked down below. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and join the group to support the game. Then paste the animation's ID. Put the ball back in the workspace, remove the motor 6D then. Now go to model to edit the pivot point and replace the ball. How pathetic, he is flying and the ball barely move. You must think I am a bad scripter, but wait a sec, it's just a small mistake. A weld was created, delete it, always check if there is any. It works but now it doesn't even dribble. I forgot to delete a non-existent value. It's over for me. If you have a good memory, you might remember I put the wrong animation priority to dribble. So yeah, I will change that now. And weirdly the animator decided to show up, but it doesn't show the grid. Okay, let's put the ball back to where it belongs to now. Time to test. Oh, I told you to make dribble play at the end, but I put idle by accident. Some skeptical individuals might have noticed that. Now dribbling works, let's make him shoot now. I changed the shooting from the previous video to adapt it, so watch till the end. This local script for shooting will get the mouse to know where you shoot. Put a local script called shoot in the starter character scripts. Make sure you have a remote vent in the replicated storage called shoot. I don't need all of the other ones, so I checked them and deleted them all. I don't need some of these. Alright, there is one animation for shooting preparation and one for while shooting. The animations will be linked down below. I also added sound effects in the sound service. You can find them in the toolbox and insert them. Here I loop the first animation in case the player hesitates to shoot. I also make sure he can't move in this situation, then I let him, and send the mouse position to the server. This script will be down below. In the server script called shootforce, I make sure to destroy the motor 6D, put back the ball to normal and put control to nil. I then apply a force 0.5 times gravity so it falls after and I put can't control to the player's name. As you can see here the dribbling works, the shooting works too, but I lagged a bit. The ball stealing also works. Join the group and subscribe for more quality tutorials.